Well, thank you for being at the Sage Show again today. And what I wanted to talk with you about today is, you know, something I think that's kind of controversial. But I mean, why do men and women choose to get married? Do you know? Okay, let me tell you a story. I stopped over a couple one time, and I stopped over a couple, and I asked them, you know, hey, you know, I want to ask you a question. You know, like, yeah, you know, we heard about you. I was like, okay, that was pretty cool. And then I asked them, I said, now let me ask you a question. Why did you get married to your husband? And she said, well, I mean, I love him. I love him so much. Yes, he was always the one for me. I said, oh, okay. And then I asked the guy, I said, hey, you know, what you get married for? Oh, you know, she's been everything. She's my entire life. I just can't breathe a day without her. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, you know what? I said, I'm finna just be real. I said, can I keep it honest and frank with you? And they was like, yeah, well, let's talk about it a little bit. And I was like, okay. You got married to him because he was going to be a good provider. She said, yeah. And then I said that, and I said that's good. And then you knew that he was going to be taken care of. He was going to be a good father. You just saw some upswing at that time. Yeah, she said. I said, okay. And then I asked the guy, I said, well, I mean, why'd you get married to her? And he said, oh, I got married to her because I love her. Wait a minute. Do you all know that? I mean, are you following what's happening right now? Because if you're not, I can't help you. I told the guy, I said, no, man. You got married to her because of what's between her legs. And that at that time that you felt like you wanted to get married to her, that she was the absolute best that you could do. And that wherever you are in life, you made a decision to stop your potential growth and stop where you are right now for her because of what's between her legs. That's why. And then he said, then he told me, he was like, I mean, that's a part of a relationship, but I love her. Watch. And then I went back to her. And I said, and the real reason that you got married to him, because it was financial. It was money. Because you selected to get married to him because he was the best that you can do. And that you at this time, you felt that he is the best that you are ever going to get. Okay? And that this is where you want to remain. Okay? And I am satisfied at this point of having children and no longer progressing. And she was, I said it was all financial. That's why you got married. You didn't get married because of love. You got married because he was going to be a good provider. What does that mean? That means that he's putting in work. That means that he's going out every day, working these hard, laborious jobs. Construction jobs, paint jobs, working on a car lot, making good money. Working, even an attorney. These guys are putting in big time hours. You're talking about guys that are putting in hours of work. And what are you doing? You can choose to do whatever you want to do. Now you can choose to just, be a housewife. You can choose to do whatever you want to do. That's exactly what you chose to do. Now, in your certain particular situation, you're choosing to be a housewife. There it is. You made the decision. And he didn't get married to you because of financial reasons. He got married to you because of what was between your legs. And then I asked him the last question. Hey, man, now, I said, do you understand what she just told you? And she told me yes, okay? She said, yes, I did get married to him because of that. Yes, he's a good provider. And I said, okay. I said, now. And I said, now, who is smarter, you or your wife? And he said, I would think that, I would like to say, I am the man of the house. I think I'm smarter. I guess I am. You're not. Because you're a fool. You got married because what was between her legs. What kind of decision maker is that? She got married to you because of financial reasons. She is 100% more logical than you. Don't you ever think you're going to ever outthink a woman. Okay? And I'm telling you guys that. Okay? You can. My goodness. A woman can get anything she wants out of you. Women don't rape men. Men use force and physical things. Women, they use seduction. And man, once you get seduced, there is nothing you can do, man. Because you fall prey to your own emotion. Your testosterone keeps going. My goodness, man, a man's a man, okay? A man's a man, okay? And like I tell these women all the time now, if you're not doing what you need to be doing at the house to keep your man, and I always talk about the 2 things you need to do. If you're underage, you can skip this one right now, okay? Let me remind everybody. I asked this guy one time and I said, hey man, excuse me. I asked this guy one time and I said, hey, what are the 2 things that your wife must do to maintain a relationship with you? And I asked the lady, what are 2 things you must do to keep your man? And so the guy said, well, I guess making love to me, and because guys always say that first. Making love to me, and she's just a good friend, all that. And I'm like, okay. Then I, kind of asked her, what do you think it is to keep a man? And she said, oh, I just need to cook for him, to clean, and just look nice and pretty for him. And I said, all right, let me tell you something. A man, okay? A man will screw anything. Okay? Let's just be honest about it. A man will screw anything. Okay? Now, so that's not even the point. And as far as you cooking for him, look, if you don't cook for him, somebody else will. We already understand that concept. No, it's sucking your man's dick. Okay? Now, because what it does is that it puts you into an area of control. Okay? Because when you do this action, ladies, and you can be a lady about it, it builds your man's self-esteem and his self-confidence about himself. He feels confident when he goes to work every day. He's like, my wife truly loves me. And that is what makes him productive. So you can be running the house. Okay? Building societies, building nations, as I always tell you. Okay? You are in control. You can't put a man in control when the only thing he thinks about is what is in between your legs. And that is how he makes a decision to give away all of his wealth and give away everything in his whole entire life. You didn't do it because of that. You did it because of financial reasons. Boy, don't have me sit around here and teach you people. I'm constantly sitting around here teaching y'all every day. How many of y'all gonna start getting the message? Okay? Look, if you made mistakes in the past, don't worry about it. Move on, okay? If you made mistakes in the past, don't worry about it. Just go ahead, just regroup, get with your loved one if you're not broke up by now, and get with the program, okay? You can reverse this. Start teaching your children. Reverse the thinking. That's what it's called, okay? Just reverse. Just reverse your cognitive thinking. Use some of my cognitive gold. My God. Go to www.theilluminatedsage.com if you want to get something that'll improve your cognitive ability, where you'll be able to think, where you'll have a more connectivity around about things around you. Trust me, it's inspired, but that's another topic. You see, I don't have to say you nothing. Everything I give you is for free.